What's good, YouTube? Whenever you're watching this video, I appreciate you for spending your time right here, right now.
I woke up in the morning and I say I need one of those. They got me trying all they clothes. They got me trying all they clothes. I swear to God, I never wear a dress.
Now guys, in today's video, I wanted to explain everything I did to start sleeping with women. But why am I making this video? Now, I know some of you guys have been here for quite a while, so you guys know I've made a lot of videos on why you should do this, how to approach, etc. Now, I've realized that the end goal for most men is to sleep with a bunch of women, right? You can call it superficial, you can call it what you want, but it is what it is. It's what most men want to do, sleep with a bunch of women. So I realized the best way I can show you how to sleep with a bunch of women is to show you everything that I did to start sleeping with a bunch of women. So I'm just going to give you the raw facts. This is just going to be just straight to the point, completely honest. So if the methods or what I did, it doesn't align with you, it is what it is. I'm just going to tell you what I did to start sleeping with a bunch of women. I'm not saying it's going to 100% work for you. I'm just going to communicate what I've done. Now, guys, getting straight into things, I started lifting weights. Going to the gym, working out, and initially, I'll be completely honest, I started lifting weights to get girls. I'm not going to lie. I started lifting weights to get girls. Now, where I am right now, I don't even look at the girls in the gym when I'm working out, so I kind of got into lifting weights for superficial reasons, I guess you could say. Like most men are going to start lifting weights to get girls. But eventually, I found a love and passion for lifting weights that has done wonders for me mentally, physically, everywhere, all areas of my life, right? So lifting weights is the first thing I started doing because I realized, like, the guys who get the girls, they look a certain type of way. Like, rarely do you see guys who are not in shape, and that's both sides, right? A guy who's just super skinny, looks like a little boy, or a guy who's just overweight. Rarely do you see guys who are not in good, lean shape. They rarely are the ones doing the thing with girls, right? It's the guys who are in shape doing their things with girls. So I observed this. I started lifting weights, and it's crazy because my results started getting better. So the first thing I started doing was lifting weights. Now, just find you a local gym, start lifting weights if that's something you see yourself doing or you want to do, right? I'm not going to tell you do this, do that. This is why I did, so you have to do it. But lifting weights will do wonders for your life. So, hey, why not? Now, guys, the very next thing I did to start smashing women was taking care of my skin. Now, from my days in high school, from all the roast sessions that I accumulated, I realized you didn't want to be a guy out here with bad skin. The females are roasting you, the guys are roasting you, and females, they're not hosting you at their place. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I realized early, just from high school alone, people, they respond to you different when you have skin problems, etc. Now, obviously, you're a man, you've got testosterone, you're gonna go through a phase of skin problems unless you're just lucky out here, right? So don't be walking around here feeling down and stuff like that, right? It is what it is. But I started taking care of my skin. I say more so in high school, I actually didn't really take care of my skin like most of us men. But when I got outside of high school, I actually started taking it serious, researching videos. And one piece of advice I'll give you guys, some free value right here. Start drinking water, because one thing that's done wonders for my skin, hold up. One thing that's done wonders for my skin is my water intake. A lot of guys try to clear their skin from the outside, but guys, you got to clear your skin from the inside first. So make sure you're clearing out those toxins and drinking water. But yeah, clearing my skin, basically, this is what it does. It gives you a clear canvas, right? Who wants to work on a canvas that's not clear? You need a clear canvas, right? So clearing up my skin has done wonders for me. So that's one thing I started doing as well, is clearing up my skin. Now, guys, the next thing I did was find a hairstyle that suits me. Now, I already kind of found a hairstyle that suits me from back in the day, right? I had dreads, but I had the blonde dreads, that was kind of big it wasn't big at the time that I did it. It was like, I kind of had it in like 2020, 2021, but I didn't even do it because it was big. I'm just saying it was big at the time, so you're probably not surprised. But it wasn't even that too big really like that. I'll put a picture up on the screen right here. You know what I'm saying? So I already had dreads, but and I already knew that dreads suited me but I've had every hairstyle. I've had the waves, I've had the, get suspended at school, you getting your hair cut off at the barbershop. I've had that cut as well. I've had a lot of hairstyles, and dreads. The response I got when I got locks, because some people don't like to call them dreads. The response I got when I got locks was through the roof. But when I say I found a hairstyle that suits me to start smashing women, I dyed my dreads all black. As you can see here, I dyed my dreads all black, and upon dyeing my dreads all black, once again, clear canvas. One thing I've realized about women, they like a clear canvas. Maybe they'll make an exception for tattoos because that can show that you've been through something as a man, right? Even though not everyone who gets tattoos has been through something. But one thing I've realized about women, they like a clear canvas. When I cleared up my skin, my hair, took the blonde out, just rocked the black, I started seeing my success rate with women go through the roof. Women like a clear canvas, just a clear canvas. That's why even if you've got money, you don't need to have 100 chains. You don't need all of that. As long as you got a clear canvas, and I can see everything, and she can see everything on you clearly, right? Your hair, etc. She's gonna find you attractive, especially if you're doing what you need to do to look max and improve on your looks. She's gonna find you attractive, right? Gym, etc. She'll find you attractive. Okay, the next thing I started doing to start smashing women is I started dressing better. Now, when I say dressing better, I was more so dressing like a young guy, like a young guy, a young black man, Pardon my language, I'm just gonna say the young nigga swag, bro. I'm just gonna say it like that, bro. The J's, the jeans, the ripped jeans. I stopped dressing like that, and I'm not saying you have to stop dressing like that. I'm just telling you what I did. I stopped having that Now, don't get me wrong, some girls do like that type of hood swag, but I just wanted to grow and evolve in my fashion when it comes to my fashion sense. So I stopped really dressing like that, and I started wearing more sophisticated stuff that grown men would wear. So I really just went from dressing like a boy to a man, and my success rate went through the roof as well. And I'm actually going to explain with one of my next points why my success rate went through the roof simply off of dressing better. But that's another thing I started doing as well, and it's something quite a lot of guys underestimate. One thing I will say about men, and from personal experience as well, from when I was in high school, we will just throw some stuff on, bro. We will throw some stuff on just to get it over with, go out there. We ain't really trying to, men ain't really seen as well nowadays, not really nowadays, but from back in the days as well, men ain't really seen. Men are just work, come home, provide, that's it. So men ain't really trying to dress to impress because we're not really being seen anyway. You know what I'm saying? We're in the shadows. So when I started, men don't really take dressing serious, right? Which is understandable. But guys, I will say, start taking it serious, right? Do it for yourself. Don't really, obviously you're doing it and the end result will be smashing more women, but start actually looking into fashion and getting into fashion and start dressing for yourself. And then eventually the end goal, you'll get the end goal regardless. So that's another thing I started doing. I started dressing better. Now, guys, another thing I did was I started taking better pictures. Now, what do I mean by I started taking better pictures? Let me give you guys a little backstory. Take a quick sip of water. Like I said, clean your skin from the inside, not the outside. But yeah, guys, so I started taking better pictures, and if you're an early supporter of the channel, shout out to you. If you just recently came on the channel, shout out to you as well. But for the guys who've been watching me, you guys will know that I always say, if you want to smash women, make sure your pictures are on point. Once again, a clear canvas. If you present yourself in the right way, women are gonna go towards you. It's really not that hard, the psychology of attracting women to sleep with them. It's not that hard. It's just that a lot of you guys are unaware of the psychology, so you think it's hard. It's really not that hard. You have to have a clear canvas, right? So what do I mean by I started taking better pictures? So for those who don't know, I was 18 and I was modeling, right? But at the time I was modeling at 18, I wasn't like a typical guy, just excited to be a model. Yay, you know what I'm saying? Just celebrating, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's throw a party. I'm a model. I wasn't like that. I was just like, I'm in here for money. I'm trying to get money off of my looks. I don't give a damn about the industry. I don't give a damn about fashion. That was my mindset, right? So I ended up leaving shortly after realizing the money's not going to come just like this. You have to build your portfolio as a model, etc. I ended up just leaving, right? I didn't give a damn about being a model, flexing. I just wanted the money. So I was already modeling, but then I took a break, started focusing on other things, right? Went down a crazy path. But then I came back to modeling, right? Around 21. And upon me coming back to modeling, part of building your portfolio, which you do have to pay money for, not every agency is going to make you pay money, but part of building your portfolio as a model, they're going to take pictures of you. So I paid them to build the portfolio, not necessarily thinking that these pictures are going to start getting me laid. I just paid them to build the pictures for my portfolio so I can start getting bookings as a model, start getting paid jobs. Now, upon receiving these pictures, I started putting them on dating apps, etc. And guys, it's like I almost was like, what the heck? Like, this is crazy, because I was just, at the time, I was on dating apps, but I was posting regular pictures, right? Like, wasn't terrible pictures, but it wasn't like giving a present. It wasn't giving a presentation of me being what I wanted to paint myself as, right? So I put these modeling pictures that I got for my portfolio on these dating apps, and guys, my success rate started going through the roof. That's when I realized, wow, the pictures you really take on dating apps are very important. So I didn't do it on purpose. It kind of happened. That's why I give you guys a quick backstory, but it kind of happened in a weird way to where I got pictures from my modeling agency that were meant for my portfolio, and they were on my portfolio. I put them on my dating apps. Success rate started going through the roof. Now, guys, last but not least, and before I even get onto that point, guys, comment part 2 down below, because this is tangible stuff that you can do right now. You know, I believe in giving you something tangible you can do right now. So these are tangible things that I did that you can also do right now. But I'll be lying to say there's not a mental part that a lot of you guys have to overcome to start smashing women. There's a darkness that I entered, and I started facing harsh realities that a lot of men don't want to face about women. And I kind of entered the darkness, and I'm not gonna lie, it's like it's like, what's that film? I think it's called They Live, where the guy just puts on glasses and he can see everyone's like energy and like what they're on. And it's like, I even have a story time I'm gonna be dropping on my Patreon of this. I'm just gonna say it, like, this 50-year-old woman, bro, I smashed. I'm not gonna lie, but I kind of had in my mind like she was giving like nymph vibes. For those who know what a nymphomaniac is, she was giving nymph vibes. I approached it, ended up doing my thing. So I'm probably gonna be dropping out on Patreon as well. But comment part 2, because there's a dark side of it that I kind of need to talk about as well to attract women. But guys, my last method, point, whatever you want to say, that I used to start sleeping with women was I started building my personal brand. Now, women love a guy who's got something going on, right? You don't even have to be the biggest in the world. That's what a lot of guys think. They have to be the most popular guy in the world to bag a really good looking woman, or, you know what I'm saying? You don't. You have to just have something going on. Have a personal brand. You could be a piano player. You could be a sports player. You could be a librarian. You know what I'm saying? Just have something you've got going on that you're passionate about and build a personal brand around it. So if you post library books, as long as you got a personal brand, right? So I started building my personal brand with these pictures from modeling, right? Started posting them on social media, building my personal brand, you know, starting this YouTube channel alongside other channels, because I had other channel before this, which some of you guys probably know about. So yeah, building my personal brand. But guys, that's practically everything I did to start sleeping with a bunch of women. Now guys, as I mentioned before, this will need a part 2, because it's kind of like a darkness that I entered to start doing everything I was doing with women. I kind of had to start accepting harsh realities, and it's a mental side of this. This is kind of like the physical side, the tangible things you can do right now, but there's a mental side that a lot of guys need to overcome to be able to start doing this. So comment part 2 if you want that video, guys. Now guys, I appreciate every single one of you for watching this video. Wherever you did watch this video, I hope you have a blessed day. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and take care of yourself. I'm out.